I think that fashion is very expressive, and people can just make fashion their own. It's something that's needed. It's not going to go away. Clothes are always going to be around, and why not be the one person that helps to make people happy by making clothes?
Cool.
You can tell a lot by what someone chooses to wear on a daily basis. For instance, looking at Dallas-based designer Uniquka Johnson gives you a sense that she has an intense passion for fashion, something that's been instilled in her since her mama taught her how to thread a needle at the age of 8. But then Uniquka noticed that public schools no longer cultivate her fondness for fabrics, so she decided to take things into her own hands.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I know that when my mom taught me how to sew, it was something that I knew it was something I could do for years and years. People are always going to need clothes. So it's something that I knew it was just needed. And more importantly, the fact that it's not even offered in schools anymore. If an avenue was created for me to have the resources to actually offer that in an alternative way, I felt like that was important. And also, I guess in a way, a duty to do that.
After attending the Art Institute in Dallas for fashion and Prairie View A&M for business, Uniquka decided it was time to venture out and make a name for herself. She designed prom dresses for high school seniors and clothes for different boutiques. But it wasn't until she won the Good Day Designers competition in 2011 that she felt called to share her talents with other girls. So she started the Student Innovators and Creators of New Style program, better known as Student Icons in Waxahachie.
We're actually going to get started with class now. So it's typically a 4 to 6 week program. We'll start off with doing basic things the way, well, I'll put it this way. We'll start it exactly the way a real designer would begin their line. We start off with having them do sketches. They sketch out their idea. We'll show them examples. We'll put on the projector and we'll give them ideas. And then from that, they'll actually sketch out their idea. Once they get the overall idea, then we'll go into actually constructing their outfits. We'll show them their patterns. We'll talk to them about what a pattern is, and we'll do a little bit of that today as well. And then from that, they'll just build from week to week. And they'll also actually have the opportunity to learn what it is to model their own creation. So about 4 weeks, and they learn all the ins and outs and get a first-hand experience leading up to an actual fashion show. They invite their family, their friends, and they get to see their final product.
Every Monday night and Saturday afternoon for a month and a half, Uniquka and her fellow student icon designers, Aisha Mitchell and Shalita McDuffie, thread the needle of knowledge that help these little hands stitch together big ideas. When we stopped by to meet these designers who were making a difference, we couldn't help but learn something ourselves: how to tailor learning to better fit little kids.
Perfect.
A craft Uniquka has picked up through her years in the industry.
The presser foot, do you remember what that does?
Oh, it like puts it down to like your fabric can stay still.
Very good, very good. It makes me feel so fulfilled. I'm also, like I said, I'm also a fashion designer, but I find so much more fulfillment doing this and working with the kids, because when they come in, they don't know what they're doing. They've never used a sewing machine before, but a lot of them are thinking, I'm never going to learn how to do this. They've already had this preconceived idea that's going to be too hard, it's going to be too complicated. But when we break things down and show them, this is what you do, this is all there is to it, and then when they actually finish an item and they did it themselves, it just opens up a whole new world for them. Like, whoa, I did this. And they get so excited. Their whole face lights up and they want to give us hugs and they're like, oh, I can't wait for the next class. That makes me feel so good. It feels so good. Very good. You're doing great, Olivia. Okay, stop.
Throughout the month and a half that these students spend slowly guiding fabric through machines, they pick up important life lessons such as carrying yourself with confidence and believing in your work. skills that the girls are able to implement on the runway in front of all their friends and families at the end of the program.
Everybody, welcome. Welcome to our event. Welcome to the Student Icons Made Fashion Expo. The theme was a superhero theme, and the kids were challenged to create or recreate iconic superhero costumes from Marvel and DC Comics and make it their own. So that's what you're going to be seeing today. And it is our mission and goal to get more kids involved in sewing and the art of sewing and bringing it back. Now we have Chloe Bordelais as Batgirl.
For most teachers, the rewarding part of the job isn't the pay, but the ability to learn from the students as much as they learn from you.
And now we have Miss Olivia Campbell. All right, Olivia! Woo!
And even though these students are only in our classroom for a few weeks, their impact on Uniquka will last a lifetime and inspire her to continue bringing sewing back to a new generation.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our finale, let's give these girls a round of applause. They inspire me more. Absolutely, they do. It makes me think about who's next, who else is gonna come through one of our camps, and then they're just the next big thing in fashion. And we just had a small hand in that, just a tiny little sewing class in Dallas, and from that point, it just sparked something bigger than any of us imagined. But the winner of our grand prize of our 2022 Maine Youth Fashion Expo is Kaylee Rollinson. If I died like tomorrow or something, I would love to just know that people remember this is what she did. That I left some kind of a legacy, and I taught somebody something that they thought they would never do or even think of doing, but they came to one of our classes and they learned something. Congratulations, Kaylee. Congratulations to everyone. I like to do it until I can't anymore, until I get arthritis and I can't move my fingers anymore. I really would like to do this until my old age. I really would.